What I'm about to reveal will make your heart race and then settle, like a hand laying warm upon a worried brow. Don't skip these words. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and heaven leans in now, closer than a whisper, closer than the breath you just took. The clock is listening. The hour is bending toward a promise before 7 p.m. tonight, and you, my beloved child, are walking into that moment already chosen. My beloved child, don't scroll. My chosen one, listen as if your life depends on the next breath, because in truth it does. Angels are moving in silence around your finances, around the small, stubborn fears that have kept you awake. God says, I have not forgotten the ledger of your anxiety. Angels say, we are arranging the lost coins, the overlooked checks, the open doors you thought closed. Don't skip. Stay till the end. The cadence of this hour is set. The countdown has already begun. I speak directly to you, the one who has felt the pressure in the ribs when a bill appears, the one who has rehearsed apologies to people you do not yet owe. I see the crease of worry between your eyebrows, the way you tighten your jaw when the phone rings. I know the quiet prayers you mumble under the weight of another month. This is not a speech. This is heaven's hand placed upon your ledger. Your name was written beside this promise before your first breath. Believe the gentle ferocity of that fact. The revelation comes not as thunder alone, but as light that warms slowly into certainty. First a whisper, a small nudge in the chest that says, look up. Then a chorus, a sequence of tiny, impossible small mercies that gather like rain clouds and then pour. Don't skip the small details. They are the stitches of the miracle. Angels are aligning your appointments, your encounters, the stray conversations that will become currency of blessing. God says, I am orchestrating doors, and where you see closed gates, I see doorways for the giving of provision. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You have felt alone in this. You have thought that numbers and deadlines and the sharp edges of scarcity were your only companions. But hear me now, you were never meant to carry it alone. The heavenly host stands with you. Angels patrol the corners of your accounts, ushering in help that looks like a neighbor's kindness, a call from an old friend, an unexpected gig, a sudden opportunity, a check in the mail, a job offer, a gift or a sale you did not expect. They do not always move as lightning. Sometimes they move as a gentle current that resets the tide. Do not minimize the small currents. They make seas change course. Don't skip this. Stay till the end. There is a timing in the heavens that beats like a drum for mercy. The countdown has already begun. That phrase, the countdown has already begun, rests on your lips as prophecy and promise. Time is being tenderly folded around your need. I do not ask you to conjure faith you do not have. I ask you to receive the faith being placed into your hands now. God says, open your hands. Angels murmur, let go of the fear you are clutching like a stone. This is your confirmation. Heaven is moving, and it is moving toward your release. Imagine light braided with sound. Imagine a rope of sunlight pulling all the loose ends of your day into something whole. Imagine your name on a scroll where the ink will not fade. Your name was written beside this promise, not as an afterthought, but as a headline in the book of compassion. The universe recognizes the small cries of the weary. The riches that arrive may not always be the riches you expected, but they will be sufficient, and they will unburden you. Do not bargain with doubt. Don't skip. Stay till the end. There is a tenderness to the way the divine moves. It is not cruel in its timing. It is precise and compassionate. The angels understand the geometry of your life. They know which corner to push so that your whole home opens. They whisper into the ears of acquaintances. They prod the hearts of strangers to act kindly. They arrange the right message to slip into your inbox at the perfect minute. God says, I will send aid that carries my name without fanfare. This is not a boast. It is a promise. The countdown has already begun. Hear the rhythm of these words beating like a drum inside your chest. Do not fear. Do not shrink. Do not apologize for wanting peace. Something huge is waiting for you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Let the repetition be a rope you can hold on to when your thoughts spin. The repetition is not an echo of empty hope. It is the sound of alignment. When heaven repeats, it means the thing is certain. Angels repeat their steps until the work is finished. God repeats his word until your heart receives it. This is your confirmation. You have been carrying debts that are more than numbers. They are memories of shame, the small humiliations of asking and fearing refusal. I say to you now, your dignity is intact. God says, I restore dignity before I restore abundance. Angels add, we will place the resources into your hands with reverence and respect. The way your relief arrives will honor you. There will be no price of humiliation, no bargain of your soul. Do not trade your peace for the quick fix. This is a long, kind work that begins in this hour. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Let me tell you how miracles most often arrive. Not as heralded parades, but as quiet, precise corrections. A returned favor, a door you had forgotten knocking open, a small piece of money left where you will find it. A phone call that reawakens a relationship that becomes your bridge. A scholarship, a refund, an old invoice paid. God will not always write the invoice in gold. Sometimes the paper is ordinary and the blessing is divine. Pay attention to the ordinary. Listen to the ordinary. Your name was written beside this promise. There is a sacred choreography behind what you are about to receive. Angels move like meticulous dancers, placing each foot where it must fall. They step between you and what would harm you. They sharpen the edges of opportunity and dull the knives of worry. The countdown has already begun, and it is not abstract. It is a movement you will feel in your body. Expect a relaxation in your shoulders, a softening in your throat, a release in the place where you have been clenching the future. That is the sign of grace coming near. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You might be tempted to say, but how? And the truth is, you do not need to map every detail. You need to open the door. Provision will take forms that will fit into the life you already have. God says, I will use what you have and I will bring what you lack. Angels will use friends, lovers, banks, checks, opportunities, or a sudden wave of clients. The universe is creative. The heavens are resourceful. The most miraculous thing is often the most mundane. It is the right resource at the right time. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Understand this, your belief is not a currency you must earn. It is a channel to be opened. If your faith is a small light, allow it to be lit by what you hear now. If your faith is flickering, cup your hands and protect it. If it is bright, blow on it and watch it expand. God says, I bless even a mustard seed of trust. Angels reply, we will fan that ember into a warmth that melts scarcity's grip. Your name was written beside this promise, and so your small faith is already meaningful to the maker of abundance. There is also something for you to do, yet it is not heavy labor. It is the gentle action of readiness. Prepare your heart, prepare your hands. Make space in your mind to receive. Pay attention to your email. Answer the calls you have avoided. Clear one small thing from your desk, so that there is room for new papers to arrive. The heavenly messenger does not force an entry where you are locked tight. Open the door. God says, be present to receive. Angels murmur, your readiness is a part of the miracle. Don't skip. Stay till the end. When the hour approaches, do not be startled by the ordinary ways blessing appears. You may get a text that reads like a mercy. You may find a saved amount you forgot about. You may be offered work that fits your gifts. You may hear a voice say, I can help. Say yes to help. Say yes to offers that honor you. Say yes to the improbable kindness. The true enemy is hesitation born of fear. The antidote is swift, humble acceptance. This is your confirmation. It is safe to receive. You are not being judged for the ways you have struggled. The divine voice is not a scold, but a healer. The angels wrap the broken places with hands that do not shame, but bless. God says, I will not hold your past as the final word. Angels say, we will sow provision into your present. The past may have been hard, but it does not invoice your future. The countdown has already begun. Don't skip this moment of grace. Listen closely now. When relief arrives, it will not erase the wisdom you have earned from hardship. Instead, it will honor it. The detours you took taught you resilience, and resilience is the currency heaven invests in. You will not be turned into less because of the gift. You will be turned into more, tenderer and braver and more generous. God says, when I restore, I multiply the lessons so that your heart may also become a source. Angels add, prepare to give back in ways that will astonish you. Something huge is waiting for you. You may wonder about timing. Why before 7 p.m. tonight? Because heaven loves concrete promises that you can watch and count. Because when a promise has a time, it tests and frees. The specificity is a bridge for your faith to cross. The countdown has already begun, and the universe is faithful to its own clocks when those clocks are set by mercy. Prepare your heart to notice the small miracles between now and that hour. Do not spend the minutes replaying fear. Spend them watching for signs. Don't skip. Stay till the end. If worry returns, speak this out loud as a liturgy. I am loved. I am provided for. I will smile before 7 p.m. tonight. Say it like a drum, like a promise to yourself. Speak it into the air. God hears the small spoken faith of the lonely. Angels delight in your spoken trust because words set the trajectory. Let your lips be the microphone for the miracle. Your name was written beside this promise. Let your mouth make the echo. There will be moments between now and the hour when doubt will tempt you to look back at scarcity as if it were the truest thing. Do not look back. Look forward, look up. Do not count how many times the world has let you down. Count instead how many times a small help lifted you in the past. The heavens will multiply those moments now. Something huge is waiting for you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. I also tell you this, you are not required to understand where it comes from. Some gifts are designed to be mysterious. Some miracles arrive like the sudden warmth in a winter coat you did not remember buying. Do not insist upon the full accounting before acceptance. Acceptance itself is an act of worship. When you accept, you honor the giver. God says, accept the gift. Let gratitude be your currency in return. Angels say gratitude activates the flow for others too. Your name was written beside this promise, and gratitude will be how you hold it. As the minutes move like beads sliding toward that sacred number, notice the small things that shift. The ease in your breathing, the lift in your shoulders, the softening of the knot in your stomach. These are the first fruits of what is coming. They are bodily confirmations that your spirit is being prepared. Do not dismiss these sensations as imagination. They are real as the heavens. The countdown has already begun. I know you fear disappointment. You have been disappointed before. Let me give you a new word for disappointment, a valley that teaches you how to hold the harvest when it comes. Past sorrow does not disqualify you from future joy. God says, I turn every valley into a path. Angels add, we will carry stones from your path and place them into a new foundation. Do not be afraid to hope. Hope is not naive when it is guided by heaven. Don't skip. Stay till the end. There will be a moment, perhaps small, perhaps startling, when you will realize that the weight has lifted. It may happen before the clock strikes the hour, or exactly at the appointed time. You will feel a sudden clarity, a bright, unbidden smile blooming on your face that you did not plan. That smile is a sign. I promise you'll smile again. The promise is not mere comfort. It is a covenant of joy. God says, let that smile be the first ripple of the ocean of relief I am sending to you. Angels cheer. That smile is a sign that provision has entered. When relief arrives, remember to name it. Say, thank you. Say the name of the one who provided, however you know that name. Name the hands and the hearts that helped. This naming is not superstition. It is recognition. It teaches the human heart to see that miracles often come through people. Saying thank you blesses the chain of giving. Your name was written beside this promise, and naming will make the promise durable. There is another thing I want you to hold. Do not let abundance make you forget who you are. The same tender heart that begged for mercy must become the same open hand that gives it. God says, give when you can and when you cannot, bless. Angels remind you, generosity is the echo of heaven's nature. The flow that brings you relief is intended to become a river that benefits others. This is a moral law of the spiritual economy. Receive, then release. Don't skip. Stay till the end. The world will rush to explain what happened with reasons that make sense on paper. That is fine. Let human explanations be human. You are to keep a private memory in your bones. This was heaven's work. Let the sacredness of the moment dwell inside you. Let it be a resource when storms come again. The angels will remember with you. God says, I place a bookmark in your life so you know where faith met fact. The countdown has already begun, and now it bends toward fulfillment. If what you need does not arrive exactly as you hoped, do not mistake the form for the favor. A different route can still be a rescue. A smaller check can still be enough. A phone call that leads to steady work can be better than a one-time windfall. Wisdom will help you steward what comes. Seek wise counsel. Ask for help in managing the doorway you are about to walk through. Angels will guide the right people to your side. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Tonight, before the hour of 7, something will shift. I cannot give you every diagram of how the threads will weave, but I can promise the result: a loosening, a breathing, a smile. I promise you'll smile again. The softness will begin at the most tender place in you, and then spread outward to the way you speak to others, the way you make decisions, the way you sleep. This is not a temporary fix. This is a beginning. God says, I make a path that holds. Angels add, we walk it with you. Remember, miracles like to be noticed. They like names, they like gratitude, they like stewardship. When the blessing comes, make a small altar of thanks in your heart. Not an altar of ego, but an altar of humility. Let the memory of this hour be a lamp for darker times. Your name was written beside this promise, and memory will be your map the next time trial storms near. Don't skip. Stay till the end. If you find yourself tempted to test the world again, in ways that betray your dignity, borrowing where there is no repayment plan or stepping into compromise to survive, remember the divine architecture that brought you out. Choose steadiness. Choose honor. God says, my provision comes without the cost of your soul. Angels whisper, choose the path that keeps you whole. The countdown has already begun. As the final minutes approach, sit in a posture of expectancy. Fold your hands, breathe slowly, and say, I am ready. Speak the simple prayer. Heaven, I receive. This is not ceremony. It is alignment. When you align your heart with what is already moving in the heavens, receiving becomes natural. Don't skip. Stay till the end. And when the moment of relief arrives, let your first reaction be wonder. Let your second be praise. Let your third be generosity. In that order, you will find a sacred rhythm. Wonder opens the heart. Praise awakens gratitude. Generosity secures the blessing for others. This pattern is how heaven expands what it gives. Your name was written beside this promise. Your actions will fold that promise into the lives of others. Now, in this very breath, I speak the words that will steady you. This is your confirmation. The countdown has already begun. My beloved child, do not doubt. Angels are moving. God says, before 7 p.m. tonight, you will be free from financial worries, and I promise you'll smile again. Repeat it with me if your voice is small. Before 7 p.m. tonight, I am free. I will smile. Let the words be a drumbeat that keeps pace with the coming grace. What I have given you is not a fairy tale. It is not fantasy dressed up for comfort. It is an active, living arrangement in the heavenly realm that touches the earthly. You stand at the hinge between before and after. Step through with an open heart. Do not clutch the past's brokenness. Do not bargain with fear. Accept the mercy that comes in whatever form it chooses. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and now, as the hour approaches, plant one small practical seed. Write down one thing you will do with the relief when it arrives. Will you pay a pressing bill? Will you buy bread and rest? Will you call someone you owe and speak truth? Writing anchors the miracle into a human plan. Angels bow to plans that honor both heaven and earth. God says, I bless practical faith. Your name was written beside this promise. In the quiet that follows this message, listen for the first soft knock, a ding on your phone, a voice on the line, a message in your email, a friend stepping forward. When that knock comes, rise and answer it. Let your life be the answer to the mercy that knocks. Let your open hands be the host of what arrives. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Hold this as truth. You are not a problem to be fixed. You are a beloved image of the divine moving toward wholeness. Provision does not make you more lovable. It reveals what was always true. God says, I love you now, and I will love you through the gift. Angels say, we labor with joy to see your face lifted. The countdown has already begun. I will say this one more time with the tenderness of thunder. Before 7 p.m. tonight, you will be free from financial worries. I promise you'll smile again. This is not hyperbole or empty comfort. This is a covenant of mercy. Your name was written beside this promise before the world even expected it. Receive it boldly. Receive it like a child opens its mouth for bread. Don't skip. Stay till the end. When this hour folds into history, remember to tell someone the truth. Tell how fear met favor. Tell how the small acts of kindness and the unseen angels brought reprieve. Your testimony will become a lighthouse for someone still in the storm. Share your story with humility and with joy. Let your life be the echo of this message. This is your confirmation. Now breathe deeply. Let the words settle into the soft places of your chest. Let the promise take root. The countdown has already begun. Watch the minutes like petals opening, not like a thief stealing your peace. God says, I am with you in the waiting and in the receiving. Angels say, we will carry the heavy things so you can stand in the light. My beloved child, remember, miracles honor the simple acts of readiness, the humble yes, the quiet prayers whispered under the blanket of night. The clock is kind to those who watch with open hands. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is your confirmation. If you feel moved when the blessing comes, share this message. Tell your truth in the comments. Subscribe for more divine revelations and allow these words to be a channel that reaches someone else who needs to hear. Your name was written beside this promise, and by speaking, you expand the circle of mercy. Let your smile be a seed for another soul. Go now with eyes open and hands ready. Expect the small knock, the soft miracle, the smile you did not plan. Before 7 p.m. tonight, freedom comes. I promise you'll smile again. Share this message. Comment your truth. Subscribe for more divine revelations. Do not leave this place yet. There is a trailing note to this message, a final thread that must be sewn into the fabric of your day. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. And there is a tenderness to the way heaven closes a chapter. Not with a trumpet only, but with a hand that steadies yours so you may stand. Hear now the softer cadence of mercy. Breathe in, breathe out, and know that every breath is a meeting point where spirit touches your body. Listen to the small, holy instructions I place in your ear tonight before the hour that marks the end of day. Speak aloud 3 words that open channels. I receive grace. Say them slowly as if your mouth is opening a window. Say them with the humility of someone unaccustomed to gifts and with the boldness of someone whose name was written beside this promise. God says your lips are a threshold. Angels say words move the heavens. Don't skip this simple act. The countdown has already begun. There will be a moment of seeming coincidence and a moment of clear intervention. Do not be surprised by either. The line between human kindness and angelic appointment is thin. The two often overlap. When someone leans in, when an envelope arrives, when a door opens, receive it as both human and holy. Bless the hands that bring it. Bless the circumstance that contains it. This is how heaven keeps its economy. It weaves grace through human hearts and then asks that those hearts remember to be gateways. Stay till the end. I see you in the minutes before the shift. Perhaps making tea, perhaps staring at the ceiling, perhaps scrolling through messages and feeling the old familiar tightness. Stop the scroll for a breath. Put your hand over your sternum and feel the pulse there. That pulse is the drumbeat of life, and it is synchronized with the heartbeat of heaven. Align your breathing with that drum. Breathe in the promise. Breathe out the fear. Repeat the phrase, I receive grace. Do not worry about theatrics. Heaven honors sincerity more than style. If you are able, write down one name, someone who has helped you before, someone you have not thanked properly. When relief comes, let your first act be to say thank you to that person. This step makes the miracle circular. It returns favor into the world. Angels love circles. They complete what was started. God says gratitude builds bridges. Your name was written beside this promise, and gratitude is the map that keeps it alive. There is a quiet courage I ask of you now. Speak truth to any relationship strained by money. A call, an honest email, a humble conversation can open channels you thought sealed. Do not assume people are enemies to your well-being. Sometimes they are the carrier of your relief. Angels work through human speech and human hearts. This small courage will align you with the help that is coming. Don't skip. Stay till the end. You will encounter signs, not always loud, often tender. A parking spot at the right time. A stranger's generosity. A missed bill that was actually voided. A coupon. An old account that credits you back. The heavens love the small math of life, and they will use small numbers to change the totals. Watch for these signs and name them as blessings. The countdown has already begun. These are the breadcrumbs leading you toward the table. There is a promise in me to you. You will not only be relieved, you will be retooled. This season is a forge where your spirit is made resilient and your hands learn generosity. When provision arrives, steward it with wisdom. Pay what must be paid, rest where you must rest, and plant one small seed for the future. The seed can be a tiny savings, a skill you will learn, a reconnection you will make. God says provision is a teacher as much as it is a gift. Angels add, plant wisely. If worry insists on visiting, answer it with a short litany. This too shall pass. I am seen, I am provided for. Make these words like a staff you lean upon. Speak them when doubt comes like a shadow. Repetition is an ally of the faithful. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a sacred geometry in the way time and mercy meet. Before the hour becomes history, make one practical choice. Forgive one small debt in your heart. A resentment, a shame, a self-blame. Forgiveness does not erase consequences, but it clears the space necessary for grace to land. When you forgive, you unclench the fist that might otherwise hold back blessing. God says forgiveness readies the heart. Angels nod. Release what binds you and watch the door open. I want to give you a short prayer you can say now, simple and strong. Heaven, I open my hands. I receive your grace. Make a way where there is none. Say it slowly 3 times. Say it like a promise to yourself, like a rope thrown to your future. Words uttered in sincerity move mountains not by force but by alignment. Your name was written beside this promise, and prayer is the mechanism that helps you stand in that truth. Expect the unexpected. Expect the ordinary to become holy. Expect a friend to remember, an employer to offer, a client to arrive, a refund to process at the right moment, a check in the mail. These are the common carriers of miracles. When they come, do not minimize them. Take them in, name them, rest in them. Your smile is the first public sign of what has happened in the private chambers of your heart. I promise you'll smile again, and that smile will be a testament to the God who moves in both the large and the small. There will be a temptation to attribute your relief to luck or to your own cleverness. Resist this temptation kindly but firmly. Acknowledge the human agents and also the unseen care. There is holiness in naming both. Say aloud, thank you, God. Thank you, hands that helped. This double naming is how you keep the sacred and the practical in partnership. Don't skip. Stay till the end. When the clock edges nearer to that hour, let your posture be one of openness, not frantic activity. Expectation is not panic. Expectation is a quiet, watchful hope. Sit by the window, lift your face, listen to a single song that reminds you of home, or close your eyes and feel the promise like sunlight on your face. The countdown has already begun. Let it be a gentle drum, not a thunderstorm. I also speak to the part of you that wonders if joy will last. Joy that comes from grace is not brittle. It is built on the same bedrock of love that called you into being. When you receive what you need, hold on to humility. Let the relief be a teacher about the nature of abundance. Abundance is for living, for healing, for repair, and for blessing others. God says when you receive, prepare to become a steward. Angels murmur, generosity is the continuation of miracle. There is one more practical thing. Do not make any desperate bargains to cover pressure. The remedy of heaven will not ask you to sacrifice your values. If someone offers you quick relief that costs your integrity, decline with faith and trust that a better door will open. The divine provision you are promised arrives without compromise. Your name was written beside this promise. Do not barter your soul to cash it. As the moment you have been waiting for nears, take this as a final injunction. Be awake. Watch for the first small things that signal the larger arrival. Smile into those small things. When the giver appears, receive graciously. When the check comes, rejoice quietly and then plan wisely. When an apology or reconciliation opens a way, accept it as part of your healing. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and when the relief comes, make a small liturgy of thanks. Light a candle. Say the names of those who helped. Take 3 deep breaths in gratitude. This moment of ritual anchors the blessing into your story. It tells your soul that miracles are part of the ongoing conversation between heaven and earth. God says, ritual honors mystery. Angels say, remembrance blesses both giver and receiver. I will speak now of what comes after the smile. A new rhythm will enter your life, a rhythm of steadiness. It will not be perfection, but it will be a marked difference. Bills will be met with planning instead of panic. Sleep will return as a regular friend. You will find yourself making decisions from a place of courage rather than fear. This is the long game of provision. It changes the way you live. The countdown has already begun. The change is near. Before I close this extension of the message, hear this. Your story is a thread in the larger tapestry of mercy. When you stand in the light of this delivered promise, take one small step to illuminate another person's path. Share a meal, offer a listening ear, give a little from what you received. Angels delight when bounty becomes blessing to others. God says abundance that does not overflow is not fully received. Your name was written beside this promise. Let your life be the echo. Now with the gentleness of final instruction, repeat the promise like a benediction. Before 7 p.m. tonight, I am free from financial worry. I will smile. I receive grace. Let those words be the song that steadies your heart. Breathe, wait, watch, receive. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. If you are moved to do so, when the blessing arrives, speak your truth in the comments below this message. Tell the world how fear met favor in your own life. Share this message with someone who sits under the same anxious sky. Subscribe to these revelations to keep the chain of mercy alive. In doing so, you become a conduit for grace, not merely a recipient. Go now with hands open and feet ready. Stand in the light of expectation. Let your heart be a home for the miracle that is near. Remember always, your name was written beside this promise and the countdown has already begun. Before 7 p.m. tonight, freedom finds you. I promise you'll smile again. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Do not leave this circle of words yet. There is a final grace that wants to press like a palm on your brow and whisper the ending that becomes the beginning. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. And heaven's last act in any night is often a surprise that feels like mercy wearing the face of a neighbor. Hear me, the closing is soft, not abrupt. The heavens lower themselves to braid what is missing into what you already hold. This is why your breath matters now. It is how you make room. Now imagine a small room within you where hope sits like a single candle. In the past, that flame has been dampened by wind and doubt, but tonight the wind shifts. Angels come with glass covers, and they place that candle in a new window. The light multiplies. You do not have to run toward it. You only need to open the curtain. God says, lift the curtain. Allow light to move into the corners you have kept dark. The countdown has already begun. There will be a precise moment when coincidence and providence kiss, and you will know it because your hands will unclench. That unclenching is a sacred language. It tells the body that danger has passed. Your name was written beside this promise, and that writing vibrates now, an invisible signature that guarantees the movement. Don't skip the small sign. Pay attention to the unclenching. Let your body be the first witness to what heaven is doing. You may say, I will believe when I see. Hear this gentle answer. Belief and sight are partners, and one often leads the other. Some things you will see first, others you will believe into being. Faith is not a leap into the unknown. It is a step alongside the hand that is already reaching out. Angels hold that hand. God says, step. The countdown has already begun. There is a tender discipline I give you now. Practice receiving 3 small mercies today. They may be a text that reads, I can help. They may be a discount at the market. They may be a moment of peace. Take them in and say, thank you. This practice trains your soul to open in time for larger gifts. Gratitude is an engine of reception. It does not invent the blessing. It creates the posture the blessing requires. Don't skip this training. Stay till the end. Listen carefully to the metaphors the heavens choose for your life. Sometimes they speak in currency and sometimes they speak in bread. Tonight they will use whatever language you need. If your debt is numbers, the angels will lean toward ledgers. If your debt is hunger, they will lean toward food. If your debt is loneliness, they will lean toward a voice that says, I am here. God says, I will meet you where you are. Angels echo, we will meet you where you are and then lead you forward. This is your confirmation. Expect the movement to have a human face. Angels often act through hands that soil and work and love. Do not expect miracles only in the sky. Expect them in the mailbox, in a call, in the embrace of someone who remembers your name. When help arrives in human form, bless it, honor it, and give thanks. Your naming of the giver becomes a melody that calls more help into being. The countdown has already begun. Human hands will be part of the chorus. You may feel a tremor of disbelief. That is natural. Disbelief is a protective shell that once kept you from harm. Now it must be cracked like an egg to release the life inside. Allow your disbelief to be tenderly broken by small evidence, a paid bill, a returned message, a simple gift. Each small evidence is a chisel from heaven. Let it carve away the old hardness. Don't skip this gentle dismantling. Stay till the end. If a thought urges you to measure worth by what you receive, resist it. You are not valuable because of your bank balance. You are valuable because you were spoken into being. The financial relief is a tool, not an identity. God says, you are beloved independent of what you own. Angels underscore, let the relief be a means, not an idol. When you receive, refuse the temptation to crown money with the throne of your self-worth. There will be a moment tonight when laughter slips into you like light through a crack. It may be small, a single chuckle at the absurdity of fear, but it is testimony. That laughter is the first public sign that the inner court has received its decree. I promise you'll smile again. Sometimes joy arrives as a quiet chuckle that grows into a grin and finally into the bright arc of a full smile. When that laughter comes, let it ring freely. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Now place your palm upon your heart and say these words to yourself. I am not alone. I am seen. I am provided for. Repeat them until your chest vibrates with the truth of them. The repetition is not rote. It is the tuning of your spirit to the frequency of mercy. God says, speak these truths. They are keys. Angels reply, your spoken truths call allies into place. The countdown has already begun. You are being invited into a new rhythm of stewardship. When relief comes, do not scatter it recklessly. The first wave will ask you to anchor. Pay a pressing debt, ensure a basic need, rest a little. The second wave will ask you to plant a seed for stability. Plant the seed with prayer and wisdom. This is the pattern the heavens teach. Immediate care, then long-term fruit. Your name was written beside this promise. Therefore plant with intention. There is a holiness in small economies. Do not despise the little budgets and the careful lists. They are the map makers of a future where provision is regular, not sporadic. Angels love order. God says structure the gifts wisely. When you steward with care, you honor the giver and invite more blessing to abide. Don't skip this practical holiness. Stay till the end. When relief comes, let it change the way you speak to yourself. Replace scripts of insufficiency with a new liturgy. I am enough to receive and enough to give. Say it until it becomes effortless. Language forms reality. If you habitually rehearse lack, you will find ways to recreate it. Change the rehearsal. Angels will applaud your new script. The countdown has already begun. There is a prophecy that follows this miracle. Your life will not become free of challenges, but the nature of your challenges will shift. Scarcity will no longer be the conductor of your decisions. Instead, hope will have a greater voice. You will make choices built from possibility rather than panic. That is the long-term fruit of what comes tonight. God says, I change the pattern of your life. Angels harmonize. We will walk with you as your choices change. If you are able, consider one public act of generosity in the near days after relief arrives. It need not be grand. It might be buying a small meal for someone waiting, paying for a neighbor's bus fare, or donating a little to a cause that saved you in spirit. This act is a ritual of circulation, What flowed in flows back out and becomes a river. Rivers nourish more than one bank. Your name was written beside this promise. Let your giving be a way to plant the promise into another person's story. Tonight, when the hour comes and the world seems ordinary, remember to honor the ordinary as holy. The gift may come through mundane channels, an email, a cashier's kindness, a corrected bill, and yet it will carry the weight of heaven. Treat the mundane as sacrament. When you bless ordinary things, you become a priest of everyday grace. The countdown has already begun. Be ready to see the sacred in the ordinary. If you find your hands trembling when the help comes, do not be ashamed. Trembling is a holy sign. It is the body's language for receiving more than it expected. Place the trembling hands over your heart and say, I receive. Let the trembling be part of the praise. Angels will steady you with their touch. God says your vulnerability is not weakness here. It is the altar where mercy is laid. There will be moments after this night when people will ask, how did it happen? Offer them the truth without over-explaining. Say, I asked and help came. If you feel to name your faith, do so gently. If you only can name the human hands, name them with gratitude. Both languages are true. The heavenly story and the human story run side by side like twin rivers that eventually meet. Don't skip telling the truth of both. Now imagine life 3 months from this night. The bills that once haunted you are part of a managed ledger. Your sleep is not a stolen commodity, but a regular friend. You speak to the future with plans, not panic. This is not fantasy. It is the plausible path of one who receives help and then learns to steward it. God says, I do not just rescue, I teach. Angels add, the rescued become teachers. Your name was written beside this promise, and your future will carry the lessons of this season. As I draw this extension toward a close, let me leave you with a final ritual to anchor this moment. Tonight, when you notice the first sign of relief, light a flame, a candle, a small lamp, anything, and say aloud 3 things you will do differently because of this blessing. Do not make them grandiose, make them true. Then fold your hands and say, I will be a channel. This small ritual roots the blessing into behavior and honors the source of the gift. Remember the repeated words you have heard like a drumbeat in this night. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. God says, before 7 p.m. tonight, you will be free from financial worries, and I promise you'll smile again. Say it again now. Before 7 p.m. tonight, I am free. I will smile. Let your mouth be the echo of heaven's vow. If these words move you, if your heart inclines toward gratitude and witness, do one small thing for the world. Share this message with someone who sits under the same anxious sky. Leave a comment with your truth when the blessing arrives. Subscribe for more divine revelations, and in doing so, become a link in a chain that carries mercy onward. The heavens celebrate when mercy multiplies. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Go now with a steady step and an expectant heart. Let the ordinary hours become the doorway to extraordinary mercy. Breathe, watch, receive, and then give. The angels hold the scaffolding while you walk across. Your name was written beside this promise, and the countdown has already begun. Before 7 p.m. tonight, freedom comes. I promise you'll smile again. Share this message. Comment your truth. Subscribe for more divine revelations. There is yet another thing the heavens want to press into your hands before you step fully into the brightness. A simplicity. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, but first make room in the simplest way by breathing in and letting go. You have been carrying complex plans for a simple need. Tonight, the divine reaches for what is small and practical. Your readiness to receive, your willingness to be surprised by mercy, your small yes. This small yes is a key. Turn it in your palm. It will fit the lock of the moment you are entering. Listen. Beneath the words and behind the promises, there is a pulse that wants to meet your own pulse. Put your hand where your heart beats and feel the rhythm. That rhythm is not a human accident. It is a subtle meeting with the heartbeat of heaven. When you align with that rhythm, doors open, not because you pushed them, but because you stepped into a current. God says, step toward the sound of love. Angels murmur, when you move toward love, Provision meets you halfway. Don't skip. Stay till the end. If fear rises like an old friend insisting on staying for supper, name it and show it the door. Say, I see you. I will not let you sit at my table. Fear is crafty. It disguises itself as realism. But there is a difference between realism and resignation. Hope is not denial of reality. It is the courage to believe that what is broken can be repaired. The heavenly repair work is often more creative than your plans. Trust the creativity. Your name was written beside this promise. Creativity always finds the one it seeks. There are small rituals the angels love. A silent surrender at dawn, a whispered thank you before sleep, a hand extended when a neighbor stumbles. These acts knit your life into the larger fabric of mercy. Tonight, before the hour that closes the day, choose one small ritual. Light a match, fold a paper, give a blessing, and do it. The heavens register such simple consecrations. God says, small acts of surrender multiply. Angels reply, ritual shapes reality. Don't skip this quiet offering. You may worry that miracles belong to other people, to more noble stories. That is a lie that scarcity tells in 1,000 languages. The truth is this: miracles choose the humble and the honest, not the flashy. They enter through the door left ajar by a person who is tired and earnest and real. Bring your realness. Bring your scars. Bring your little trembling hope. Heaven likes nothing more than to surprise the unadorned heart. The countdown has already begun. There will be a tenderness to the way relief arrives, so tender that it will ask for your participation. When someone offers you help, do not hide behind pride. Pride is a brittle shield that breaks easily. Humility is a strong, quiet thing. Accept the help with gratitude and with dignity. Thank the giver, honor the process, and remember the face of the one who handed you mercy. This is how the world learns to be kinder. Your name was written beside this promise, and your acceptance helps write mercy into others' lives too. Let me tell you another secret the angels keep. They are delighted by your small triumphs. A single paid bill, a single restful night, a single honest conversation. These are victories, and they deserve to be celebrated. When the hour brings relief, celebrate it in a humble human way. Sing a line from a song you love. Make a simple stew. Send a message that says, I am well. These are the small feasts that mark new seasons. Don't skip the celebration. It is part of the work of reception. There is a new language forming in your bones now, a language of expectancy that will change how you make decisions. Expectancy does not mean ignoring danger. It means learning to look for openings. Learn to read the small signs of the world. Who offers kindness? Who shows reliability? Who speaks truth? Follow the trustworthy threads. God says, follow what is faithful. Angels say, trustworthy things will lead you to steady ground. The countdown has already begun. Follow the threads. If you find yourself tempted to hide your receiving behind the excuse of being undeserving, remember, deserving is not the currency of grace. Grace is given because love is generous, not because you have earned it. Let go of earning and allow simple reception. Say to yourself, I receive because I am loved. Speak it often. Your voice will become the instrument that tunes your soul to receive more. Don't skip. Stay till the end. There will be a few practical feet to this miracle. When help arrives, take a small step towards stability. Set aside the first thing that will bring you peace. A little savings, a paid urgent bill, a call to a counselor, a rest. Anchor the blessing with a practical act. Angels are delighted by practicality because it shows you will steward what you have been given. God says the faithful use what is given wisely. Your name was written beside this promise. Your hands will learn the art of wise keeping. You are asked to permit joy to be part of your normal life. Some believe joy must be earned by suffering. Others believe joy is reckless. The truth is gentler. Joy is a byproduct of safety. When a need is met, joy springs like a well. Allow it. Let laughter come without guilt. Sit in the moment and let the small pleasure be holy. I promise you'll smile again, and that smile will be the witness to the change you have been waiting to feel. Don't skip. Stay till the end. As the hour nears, know that not every detail will be visible to you beforehand. Some threads of the tapestry are woven behind the scenes. Trust the weavers. Trust the unseen hands. You are not required to see the whole pattern to stand in the middle of it. Stand, breathe, watch. Your name was written beside this promise, and the design is in motion even as you read these words. If you can, when the blessing arrives, do one practical thing to celebrate. Bring someone a cup of tea, pay forward a small kindness, leave a note of encouragement where it will be found. These acts do not expend your blessing. They enlarge it. They create a culture of mercy in your life and in your neighborhood. Angels cheer when human hands are instruments of compassion. God says, let your life be a conduit. The countdown has already begun. Now, with a voice that trembles because it knows the fragile miracle of human life, I speak the closing that is also an opening. Before the hour tonight finishes its course, a door will open. Do not stand with clenched hands and a fearful frown. Open your hands. Smile first in private, then in public. Let the relief change the cadence of your speech and the ease of your step. This is not an ephemeral comfort. It is a turning. I promise you'll smile again. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. And when the moment arrives and you feel the relief unfurl like a banner inside your chest, do what heavenly people do. Give thanks loudly, then quietly plan. Make a list of 3 small wise things you will do with the blessing. Keep the list simple. Speak the names of those who helped. Tell someone your truth. Share this message. By doing so, you make mercy public and invite more mercy in for others. Go now with courage like a small lamp in a night that has been long. Keep your hand over your heart and your eyes open for the first gentle signs. The countdown has already begun. Your name was written beside this promise. God says, before 7 p.m. tonight, you will be free from financial worry. I promise you'll smile again. Share this message. Comment your truth. Subscribe for more divine revelations. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. And now, stay still, my beloved one. Feel the air around you soften. Can you sense it? The quiet rearranging of things unseen, the shifting of weight in the spiritual atmosphere. Heaven is still working right now, even as these words reach you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Every promise has a moment when it begins to breathe. This is that moment. The angels are moving through the timelines of your life, aligning what was delayed, repairing what was broken, retrieving what was stolen. There is divine activity behind your name right now. It is as if heaven has opened a file that bears your signature and said, it is time. God says, I have not forgotten the nights you cried in silence, nor the mornings you smiled while carrying invisible burdens. I have watched every sacrifice, every act of goodness you gave even when your hands were empty. I am turning those hidden moments into public blessings. You are about to see evidence, tangible evidence, of what has been promised. It will not be vague, it will not be coincidence, it will not be a fleeting sign. It will be something you can point to and say, that was God, don't skip, my chosen one. Heaven has already begun to stir the hearts of people who are part of your rescue. Someone is being moved right now. They don't even know why they're thinking of you, but their spirit is being touched. They are about to send that message, make that call, release that opportunity. You are not invisible. You never were. Your life has been watched with tenderness, guarded with purpose, and prepared for this very hour. The angels have been assigned to clear the path before you, to remove obstacles that money and effort could not fix. The countdown has already begun, and yes, before 7 p.m. tonight, something will shift. It may start as a message, a new idea, a cancelled debt, or a sudden peace in your heart that tells you, it's done. Whatever form it takes, you will know it was heaven. You will feel it like warmth breaking through your chest. God says, my timing is not late. My plan is not small. You have waited long, but I have been building foundations beneath the surface. Invisible support beams of destiny that will hold what I'm about to give you. If I had given it sooner, it would have slipped through your fingers. But now, you are ready. There is a fragrance of breakthrough already around you. If you could see in the spirit, you would see angels carrying keys, unlocking invisible vaults. You would see doors swinging open that have been rusted shut for years. You would see the divine hand writing a new line across the sky, paid in full. Don't doubt this, my beloved. Your doubt cannot cancel what is divine, but your faith can accelerate it. Keep saying it under your breath. It's on its way. It's my turn. It's happening now. Each word is a spark that lights the path for your miracle to find you faster. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Heaven doesn't waste words. If you are hearing this message, it is because your name was written beside this prophecy. Others may scroll past it, but it reached you because heaven arranged it so. Right now, heaven's calendar shows your time in bold letters, highlighted, underlined, circled in gold. This is your appointed hour of relief. This is your moment of divine settlement. God says, I will not allow you to end this day the same way you began it. And when it happens, when the relief begins to show itself, take a breath. Don't rush past it. Pause, smile, and whisper, thank you. That smile will not just be on your lips. It will reach your spirit. You will feel lighter, freer, untangled from the weight of fear, I promise. You will smile again, not because everything is perfect, but because you'll realize you are finally safe, finally seen, finally secure in ways that do not depend on circumstance. Listen, your tears have been currency in heaven. Every sigh was counted, every prayer archived. And now the heavens are returning interest on your pain. What you lost in delay will be repaid in divine acceleration. Someone is about to favor you without understanding why. Someone is about to say yes where they once said no. A door that was locked for years will open with a whisper, not a struggle. This is what divine timing feels like. It flows, not fights. Don't skip. Don't doubt. Don't give up in the final moments of waiting. Your miracle is not lost in traffic. It is arriving exactly on schedule. Heaven has perfect timing, and the hands of the clock are already moving toward fulfillment. Before 7 p.m. tonight, remember this phrase. Heaven has stamped it with certainty. You will be free from financial worries, not just in temporary relief, but in mindset, in habit, in the way you see yourself. You will no longer live in the shadow of lack. The chains are already falling. The weight is already lifting. There is a supernatural release happening in the background. An invisible transaction that heaven initiated on your behalf. Angels are moving to clear accounts, align resources, and breathe favor into opportunities. Your role is simple. Believe, stay open, and be ready to receive. Keep your heart soft. Keep your eyes open. Keep your words aligned with faith. You are about to see what happens when heaven intervenes. God says, the enemy wanted to drown you in worry, but I am teaching you to walk on the waters of faith. The storm was never sent to destroy you. It was sent to reveal that I am with you in it. When you look back on this night, you will remember not just the breakthrough, but the peace that came with it. You will remember how your heart began to trust again, how laughter returned like sunlight after rain, how the burden dissolved like morning fog. I promise you, the smile you'll wear tonight will not fade. It will be the beginning of a new story, one written with grace, abundance, and divine partnership. So don't leave yet. Heaven has one more thing to say. You are chosen. You are seen. You are provided for. The heavens have declared your freedom, and the earth must now align with that decree. Stay till the end. Share this message as a testimony in advance. Comment your truth below and claim it. I receive this divine word. Let your agreement echo through the heavens. Subscribe for more divine revelations. For each message that reaches you will be timed perfectly to your next breakthrough. Now go, my beloved. Watch what happens before 7 p.m. tonight. Watch what heaven does in your favor. The countdown has already begun. God says you will be free from financial worries, and I promise you'll smile again. And now, listen closely, my beloved one. The angels are not finished. There is a stillness in heaven, but not the stillness of silence. It is the stillness of preparation. It is that sacred pause before the door opens, before the light spills into the room. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Heaven has been rearranging the paths beneath your feet. What once looked like a dead end is about to reveal itself as a divine detour, a hidden shortcut designed only for you. You did not miss your opportunity. You were being redirected to the one that could hold the weight of your destiny. God says, I have seen you struggle to make sense of delay, but what you called waiting, I called building. I was constructing a bridge strong enough to carry your blessing. I was teaching you how to walk across the storm without sinking. My chosen one, the angels, are smiling even now. They are holding scrolls written with your answered prayers, not prayers forgotten, but prayers maturing. Every petition you ever made in tears has ripened in divine time, and the fruit of those prayers is about to drop into your hands. Before 7 p.m. tonight, heaven is sending a sign that will be undeniable. It might be a message that comes at the exact moment you need it, or an unexpected financial relief that arrives out of nowhere. It might even be an inner peace so overwhelming that you'll stop and whisper, "Something just shifted." Whatever it is, it will be real. It will be yours. It will be the proof that heaven heard you all along. Don't skip this moment of quiet. Let your heart listen. Heaven is breathing in your direction. There is a new rhythm being written in your life. One where worry no longer leads, and peace becomes your first language. You will begin to notice it soon. The small things turning in your favor. The slow but steady return of hope, the way fear loses its grip. The heaviness that sat on your shoulders for months will start to slide off, almost without you realizing it. The angels whisper now, "You have suffered enough under the weight of uncertainty." The time for release is here. The timeline has shifted. The yoke has broken. God says, "I have commanded freedom over your finances, and no system, no mistake, no delay can stop it. I have placed your name on the lips of helpers you haven't even met yet. They are being drawn toward you as surely as rivers run to the sea. Something divine is magnetizing your blessings. Where there was confusion, clarity is coming. Where there was lack, overflow is approaching. The wind of change is blowing in your direction, and it carries favor, peace, and stability. Stay till the end. Don't look back with fear. Look forward with faith. The countdown is in motion, and heaven is not late. You will see the movement before the clock strikes the hour. Your testimony will be simple but powerful. I waited, I trusted, and heaven kept its word. My beloved one, remember this. Every delay was preparation, every loss was positioning, every moment of lack was an empty space being made ready for abundance. What is coming will not just meet your need, it will overflow into your future. Before 7 p.m. tonight, the angel of provision will touch your atmosphere. The spiritual locks will click open, the heaviness will lift. Expect a message, a release, a phone call, an unexpected yes. Expect to feel the shift in your spirit before it appears in your bank account. That is how heaven works. It moves within before it manifests without. And when you feel it, that first wave of peace, that sudden sense that the waiting is over, smile. That smile will be your sign that the promise has taken form. I promise you, you will smile again. It will not be the forced smile you've worn to hide pain. It will be the natural, effortless smile of one who knows, my prayers reached heaven and heaven answered back. God says, you will no longer chase provision. Provision will find you. You will no longer live in cycles of barely enough. You will live in the rhythm of more than enough. The angels repeat this softly, more than enough. Let those words echo through your home, through your thoughts, through your day. Whisper them when you feel doubt rising. Say them when fear tries to return. Speak them into your atmosphere. More than enough. Every time you speak it, light fills your space. Every time you believe it, doors align to open wider. This is your confirmation. You were meant to hear this today, at this very hour. The scrolls of heaven have unrolled with your name highlighted in gold. The divine has declared your release, and the angels are ensuring it reaches you on time. Before 7 p.m. tonight, you will know. You will sense it. You will smile again, not because of the number in your account, but because of the peace in your spirit. Don't skip. Stay till the end. You are closer than you've ever been. The light is rising. The old heaviness is dissolving. Your story is turning the page. Soon others will look at you and ask, how did you do it? And you will answer, I didn't, heaven did. You will become the living proof that divine timing is real. You will be the evidence that faith was worth it. Now before this message closes, lift your eyes for a moment. Heaven is watching you smile. The angels are rejoicing over your endurance. God is whispering your name with joy. This is your moment. This is your miracle. This is your confirmation. Before 7 p.m. tonight, you will be free from financial worries, and I promise you will smile again. When it happens, don't keep it to yourself. Share this message so another weary soul can believe again. Comment your truth below, say, I received this prophetic word. claim it in faith. And if your heart feels the warmth of heaven even now, subscribe for more divine revelations, for this is not the last message heaven has for you. It is only the beginning. Don't skip. Stay till the end. The countdown has already begun. Heaven says, you will be free. You will smile, and your joy will never run dry.